Oh, uh, uh, uh. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. Hi, hi. Hi, Loco. Hi, Arky. Hi, Marco. Hi, Talish. Hi, Riri. Hello, Yaku, Jakun, Paulius. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? I am feeling pretty excited for today's stream. People wave. Hello, everyone. I hope your day has been going well. After yesterday's kind of sad stream, I realized afterwards that I really just wasn't feeling it. Not just with not specifically stream, but playing games in general. And this morning I had an epiphany. I was like, but what if I did my bullet journal stream that I've been saying that I'm doing this week? And then I was like, but what if I do a bullet journaling stream? So that's what today is gonna be about. I hope you guys don't mind. This is gonna be my first ever pilot episode for what we're about to do today, and I will explain a little bit of that soon. But how are you guys doing? Hopefully Diet doesn't get dizzy answering questions and switch Overwatch, please. Thank you, Gaku. You guys are gonna see more than just me today. We're doing a handcam stream. So for those of you who tuned into stream a little bit after debut, basically I've done one handcam stream. And that was, why did I do it? Oh, it was because we were setting goals for 2023. So we did a little bullet journaling handcam stream then. And so this is our second ever handcam stream. And I'm high-key nervous because not only is my setup way more jank than before, but I don't know. I have a lot of topics planned, and by a lot I mean 2. But those topics, I feel like we're gonna drag them out for as much as we can. And yeah. Shut up, no you are. The posse is horrible, not gonna lie. Hope it'll be better with time. Aww, I hope it'll be better for you too. Have a good stream. I have to study. Sounds good, Jack, and good luck on all of your work. But yes, hello and welcome everyone to the first episode of Dear Diary. So this is a segment I mentioned in my debut stream, and I've been thinking about it for a while. And so yeah, while I was procrastinating this morning, I was like, I think today is gonna be the day. Today is gonna be the day where we actually just start and go for it. I probably could have planned this a little bit more in depth, a little bit more strategically, so that I can actually keep this VOD up and upload it onto YouTube and make it into a whole thing. But I was like, you know what? There's no time like the present. I've been feeling in what do you call it? I've been feeling pretty low when it comes to making doing streams and posting things I haven't posted at all. But also just my attitude towards streaming, aside from being busy and stuff, has been on the down low these past few weeks. And so I was like, you know what? I think doing this completely new stream will actually help me in my motivation of doing newer, more original, more, I don't know, Dia-esque things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy today's stream. Just benched 265 times too lightly. Hi Mufasa, welcome. Dear Diary. Yes, it is Dear Diary time. Excuse me. Bleh. Okay, so basically, this is my unsolicited advice stream segment. And this is where I invite you guys to ask questions or for advice in chat or submit anonymously via the Google form that I have pinned in chat right now. And these questions or topics can be related to productivity, life, relationships with streaming. I already picked the topic for today, and I'll kind of move into that here shortly. But basically, the ground rules are to keep it relatively short and vague. This is kind of just like a segment where I'm just gonna like talk, and then you guys can, you know, throw in your 2 cents if you'd like. But I'm not really like how do you put this? I'm kind of just gonna go off of tangents, and hope you guys don't mind to just lurk and listen. Honestly, I feel like this is gonna be a very lurk friendly segment because it's just gonna be me like just talking to myself and just ranting. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. But yeah, in terms of like the topics and like the form that we have, it isn't there for you guys to vent, but rather think of it as a VTuber's open and anonymous mailbox to talk about, to let me talk about things and perspectives that I see things in and stuff like that. My therapist, for real. I'm gonna guess one of these questions is gonna be like, do you have a crush or something like that? Oh my god, today we're gonna be talking about more productivity related things, but don't worry, I will get to that shortly here. But yeah, I'll be doing all of this while working on my bullet journal and mostly creating like spreads and like little doodles based on what we talk about. And it's honestly just a way for me to just wind down. And I think I actually really needed this. I needed to not work this morning and just think, how can I just work on bullet journaling and just doodle and just kind of let that out? Because I think I haven't done it in a while. And so I'm like a little bit like antsy. So this is a really good chance for me also to just kind of get back on board, as they say. So the reason why it's also called Dear Diary and why I'm making it an explicit segment is because when I stream games, my IQ is literally 0, and any sense of cohesiveness is just non-existent. Like sometimes I do talk about these topics in the gaming streams, but obviously I'm like distracted like quite a lot and can be all over the place. So as someone who wants to get better at just chatting streams in general, this is also going to be like a practice for me when I talk. A practice for me to talk about just things I like talking about, things I like thinking about, and kind of just throwing it out into the world, throwing it into the void, because this is my channel and I can do whatever the frick I want. So basically, this is going to be structured with me preparing like a few topics before stream, and I'll try to steer the conversations towards that particular topic so that we don't get too off course. But it's relatively unscripted aside from just that. And so today is obviously our pilot episode. So I want to start off with a topic that's quite... I touched briefly about it during our productivity stream, handcam stream last time. But it's basically just like productivity based. And yeah, I leave the floor open to you guys to ask questions as well. Hi Rice, welcome! We have the same IQ tone, don't worry. I need that sound in the background. The sound in the background? Oh, it's my custom BGM song that I commissioned by Steam Cafe Music. Credits are in my credit panel there, but it is our custom theme song. Deep conversation with Daya. Yeah, and yeah. So basically, on the topic of productivity for today, the initial questions that I have prepared are basically questions that I got by asking my admin team for questions. As you guys know, Kay and Erden both know me IRL, and they're also the vice admirals that you see in the Discord server. And because they know me IRL, I felt like they were like the best people to ask. They both know me as IRL me and Dian me, so it was like I thought it would be a good chance to ask them for questions. And so the question that I asked them to get those questions was, knowing me and what I do, what would you like to learn from me? And so that's like a very vague question, but I'm also like really happy with the answer that they gave me because they literally said the same thing. They literally gave me the same thing. Oh, hi, Dollars. Wait, it's off right now. Give me a second. This guy likes throwing things at you. Let me open here real quick. Hi, Abe. Welcome. Okay. Let me load it up here. But yeah, basically, they both asked me like, yo, Daya, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay focused? How often do you take breaks? Like what is it that you do? And those are actually like the topics I really love talking about because I spent so many years just trying to perfect it for myself. So you guys are in it for a wild ride. Bro, you asked me just when I woke up, it is a really bad question? No, it's a good question because I already came up with ideas, so you can't take back the question. Did you hear about the huge sale at the liquor store? People were lined up for blocks. Hi, Goose. Welcome. Hi, Frozen. Welcome in. So, shall we just get right into it, guys? Well, I do have like answers prepared here. Everything else is kind of like we'll see how she goes. Oh god, okay, webcam stream. Let's go. Cam stream. Wow, look at how dirty my desk is. Oh god, don't see that. But guys. So for that last hand cam stream, I was using my winter gloves because I didn't have any other gloves. But I got I got new gloves. Hi, Ty. I got new gloves and they actually fit me really well, so I can actually like work better than those chunky ass winter gloves. So that's exciting. That mouse looked disgusting. What the fuck is that? Shut the fuck up. Okay, listen, leave me alone. Leave me and my mouse alone. God damn. Hello, Nine. Welcome. No wonder you're bronze. Get a better mouse? What the fuck? Bro, we're here to talk about how to get your life together, not about how bad I am at FPS games. Hands for free. Why are you guys calling out my mouse? It's a Logitech G903. Lightspeed, by the way. Good luck, Daya. Okay. Have fun. Thank you for the lurkies. I just tuned in. What's going on? And I thought my desk was shitty. Shut the fuck up. Okay, you guys can't give me crap right now. Okay, we're here to talk about serious topics. Serious topics, chat. That's an interesting mouse for sure. What the fuck? What's wrong with my mouse? Anyways, listen, I used to have one of those like do you guys Staples like in the States? Is that a thing in the States? Basically, I went to like a Staples and got one of those like Microsoft mouses that's literally just like a blob, and it's so tiny, like your hand can barely fit around it. That used to be the mouse that I worked off of. So listen, I say this is definitely a glow up. Thank you for the like dozen. Canadian mouse. What the fuck? This isn't even the first time you guys have seen this mouse. That's why I'm like surprised right now. God damn. Alrighty, but basically I'm just gonna like doodle and kind of just do whatever the heck I feel like while talking about things. But basically, the first question that Kay asked me was, "Hey Daya." The first question that Kay asked me was like, "Hey Daya, what kind of like, bro, I can't take this fucking seriously right now because y'all are trolling me too. You're Canada. No, I'm Canada. I'm from Canada land. That's different. That's Canada land. It's a whole different land. I don't know what you're talking about." Shh, don't worry about it, okay? Listen, I'm just gonna shut up, chat, okay? I'm just gonna shut up and just do this, and y'all don't see nothing, okay? Okay? Good talk. Good talk. What color should I use? I feel like I should use the pink one, but I don't know if I want to use the pink one. Let's use this one. Actually, no. This is, bro, this, I also put this like way too fucking far. Hold up. I'm like struggling to reach this right now, goddamn. To cap in the whole stream? No. Here, there you go. You don't even need to see it anymore, okay? You don't even need to see it anymore. Instead, look at my pretty handwriting. You can't really see anything right now because it's like pencil, but we'll fix that real quick. Do I want to use this? I feel like I want to use a different pen. Pause. Let's be honest, why are you wearing gloves, Taya? What do you mean? That's what VTubers do. Don't you know? Is what VTubers do because the internet is a scary place and we gotta keep our anonymity. Anonymity. You, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, I'm just like checking my messages and making sure that I can actually see myself getting messages. We'll get her IP from the reflection on her nails. Hello, Baraiso. Welcome in. I don't want to use this. I want to use this pen. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. But for those of you who missed my last stream, basically I did something very similar when at the start of 2023. I still didn't really complete it, but we made a little bit of a plan for 2023. I didn't completely finish everything here just because if I were to show it on stream, I just gotta make sure that no personal info is on here. But we're kind of just continuing off of that. I haven't really touched this notebook because I have another notebook that I use for journaling these days. But hi youth, hello, welcome in. Did you draw that all? I did not draw it. These are just stickers. And I guess I should start from there, huh? Since there are quite a few new people since that stream. But basically, if you guys don't know what bullet journaling is, it's basically just like an organization method to plan your week, plan your day, plan your life, Lamau. And it's also like an artistic outlet for myself because it's like I'm productive because I'm planning my schedule for the week. But I can also make it really pretty and add stickers and add washi tape. So I have a bunch of stamps here. I have my washi tape. I have a whole ass washi tape collection. Hold up, let me just pull it out real quick. I have a whole ass sticker collection. So it's just an excuse for me to do all of that and stuff. So I do have a lot of washi tape. And I do this quite often, and it's really, really fun. I have a lot here, but it's too much to go through, so I usually organize myself by just choosing a few colors to work off of, and we go from there. I also have a shit ton of markers and stuff. I have a whole box just for I don't know if you can see that. Different stamps, different pens, highlighters, all of the good goods. All of the good goods. And so that's one of the things that I wanted to do as a VTuber to kind of stand out because I don't think there are any VTubers that do this sort of thing. And so I was really excited when I first decided on doing this sort of thing because it's, something I already do. And I thought it'd be cool to share it. I've been here rude. Umiyo-kun, welcome. Are you waiting, son? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day today. You making a journal, Missy? Less so making. I guess it is making a journal. I guess so. I guess I just don't associate those verbs with what I do. But for me, it's just a way for me to de-stress. Let's break inside her house, steal the stickers and stamps. Okay, but first, I also do a lot of hand lettering and stuff. So a lot of these like things that you see here, they're like they're stickers or they're like cutouts that I took. So I don't draw any of these like designs and stuff. These are all just stickers. But I do all of the hand lettering myself. So I like do the whole like calligraphy shit. So these streams are pretty... How I envision it to be actually is just like super chill. A way for me to just kind of ramble, because your girl has a lot of things to ramble about. And today's topic just happens to be something that my admins gave me. Fuck. No, it's out of ink. Oh god, that's horrible. Shh, no one saw that, okay? No one, no, shh. Close your eyes, chat. Do not perceive. Unless you could start a stationery store with all those pens, markers, stickers, and stamps. Exactly what an insane person would do. Well, you're being insane. I'm not insane. I just have my shit together, chat. Huh? You wanna fight me? Okay, 1 second. Okay. So, yeah. Erden and Kay both talked about motivation because I think that implies that I do have, like, I show that I'm motivated and that I get stuff done and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I used it as, like, a really good topic for today. And so Kay specifically asked me of, like, hey, what type of lifestyle habits do you do? How do you do what you do, Daya? Like, the fuck? So we're just gonna get right into it. I have a little list here of some, like, very, like, I guess ideas, very, like, vague ideas of how I'm gonna answer these questions. And then we're just gonna go off of that. Motivate me to bench 300. Oh my god, I know I'm at work. These people need to leave me. Hello for the 3rd time. Hi, Abe. Welcome in, y'all. Peeps, I'll just be listening in the background. I gotta touch some words on my study. Pleasure meeting you, Peeps. Thank you for stopping by, youth. I hope good luck with your studying, and all of you too. All of you guys too who are working on school stuff right now. Appreciate y'all for just like stopping by and hanging out. Your girl's just gonna do what she always does, and that's just like bullshit her way through stream, so. Oh, that's so ugly. Whatever. Pro tip for any of y'all who get into like bullet journaling and stuff: if you make a mistake, don't worry too much about it, because at the end of the day, like, unless you're already a like productivity guru, bullet journaling content creator, it doesn't matter. And I know I'm like showing this off to y'all, but I'm also kind of like using it as like, I'm gonna set an example for y'all. It's okay if you fuck it up, because no one really looks at this except for you. But I guess a little bit of background. Kay and Erden have known me for a really, really long time, and they were also the ones who stuck by me when I decided, oh yeah, I think I want to be a VTuber and do all of that stuff. And so that's why, like, I like appreciate that they notice these things in me, and then I can just like use them as in like, yes, this is my proof that I can do things, chat, okay? Please don't crush my very little confidence in what I have, okay? But where do I even begin? Did I spell this correctly? Yes, I did. Okay, I feel like I want to change my pen color. Let's just use this color, actually. We're just in a pink mood, I think. Wait, so you're not just a PNG? I'm not a PNG. I move, excuse you. I have upgraded into a moving 2D person. I'm basically anime, bro. Like, not just a PNG. I'm anime. But I also, so how I also approach like Bujo stuff is it's not just, there's always been the misconception that like having a journal is like you being like, dear diary, today I saw a dog and I felt the urge to kick it. Like that's not what, that's not how journaling is to me. For me, it's more of like an outlet to kind of like plan your life out, like kind of visualize everything. And like for myself, being a visual learner, that sort of thing is like super important to me. So that's kind of why I do this every so often. And I guess I didn't really plan like, how do I start this off? I guess TLDR, self-reflection, and personal development is something that's been really, really close to me, and who created, how it created me, who I am in the present. That didn't make sense. But these things are things that I take super, super seriously, and I actually used to have like a productivity guru, study blur type of blog where I talked about all of these things as well. So I'm basically just like recycling content from like the old websites that I used to have that just like got shut down. But I'm really into this sort of thing. And like I said, I used to like make blog posts about this type of thing for like a good while. Obviously, it didn't end up working out because I stopped and those sites don't exist anymore. But that's a really cool thing about VTubing is that I can just do my own thing and bring whatever I feel like bringing to the table. And it's basically untapped. Like while there are like a ton of productivity type content creators on YouTube, on Instagram, maybe even here on Twitch, I don't think it's tapped in the VTuber niche, and so that's why I am really excited to do this sort of thing. When did you obtain the status guru sus? Dude, the internet is a scary place. They label you those things and you just can never go back. But it is one of the reasons why I decided to do VTubing, is because like it's a chance for me to just kind of do whatever the heck I feel like without having to be niched down into a specific genre. And so that was my beef with the productivity scene content creators. So these are basically the type of people that you see post on YouTube that are like the motivational YouTubers that are like 7 habits you need to do today, or how I woke up at 6 a.m. or how I wake up at 4 a.m. my 4 a.m. morning routine. Like those, that is like an actual niche on the YouTubes. And my beef with that is that I'm someone who takes productivity and stuff very seriously, but I'm also a dumbass. I'm also a dumbass that likes, you know, being lighthearted about it too, who likes being casual and not being that serious all the time. And so because I need productivity related things like this all the time, I kind of felt boxed in to be the super serious person, but like I'm not. So that's where that's what we're doing today. How's the chat? Do you want to see my new water bottle? Look at this thick boy. Oh shit, that's reflection. Never mind. Look at this thick boy, chat. Look at it. Oh shit. That's all you guys get to see, okay? Wait, Missy, I'm here. Do you did the graphic design tag because I'm learning at the moment? Want to ask how long you've been doing that? Ooh. Graphic design? I've been doing graphic design for, I'd like to say 5 years, but not for VTuber stuff, not for Twitch stuff. So I created all of the graphics that you see on this scene right here. So I made all of this, but I do it for personal use. I don't do it for clients like I used to. So we're pretty lucky about it. That makes you think of people who post on LinkedIn often too. Hi Cal. Hi Jaxus. Meme and no IP leak in the water bottle reflection. Gotta stay hydrated. True, especially since I'm a thirsty bitch, you know? But yeah, I'm like a casual graphic designer. I said this before. If I knew about graphic design when I chose like what I was gonna do for post-secondary, I probably would have gone into it. But I didn't learn about graphic design until I started college. So it's been an interesting adventure, but that's a story for another day. That is for another day. Shut up, Marco. Alrighty, we're just gonna start off here. Lifestyle habits. Okay, you were the one who asked about this. Number 1, I think journaling really helped. So quick facts. This is just like a bunch of me just telling stories and stuff like that. I've had like a quote unquote journal since probably 2010. It ranged from having digital Word documents that I use to physical notebooks. And I have a lot of physical notebooks just because I'm a writer. I really love my handwriting and I'm narcissistic as fuck when it comes to my own handwriting. So I like writing everything down. And so I have like at least 7 notebooks just over the past few years of, I guess not even a few years, bro. It's been like a fucking decade of just me like, you know, recording not just the day-to-day, but also just like reflecting. Because that's a like misconception with journaling. Like it's not just about recalling what happened during that day. It's also being able to make reflections and like think about how you're going to take this information and where you're going, what you're going to do with that information. So yeah, journaling is definitely a lifestyle habit that really helped me. And then in brackets, I guess. Are you ready, chat? This is the hard one, okay? One of the habits that changed my life with regards to journaling is recognizing my own emotions and actually like exploring them. Holy shit, oh my god, gamer moment. I bet people's minds are exploding right now. What do you mean? What do you mean, Diane? No, this is too real. But surprisingly, like there've been a few IRLs who've asked me like, yo, Daya, what do you do? And when I tell them like, yo, I actually am like self-aware, they're like, ow. They actually just dip from the conversation because it hits them too fucking hard. But it's my truth, so I gotta say it, you know? But I'm not even kidding you. And I'm sure there's a few of you in chat too who are like not really comfortable with this sort of thing, which is like totally fair. Like you are who you are. Like I'm not going to judge you for that. But it's very surprising that there are actually a lot of people who aren't really in line with themselves. Recognizing my own emotions and exploring. But I'm definitely open about it being like a big part of what kind of helped and contributed to me getting to where I am today. iPads exist for a reason, such as stylus fun. No. I am a physical, what do you call it? I like writing on paper. So I do have an iPad and I do like take notes and studies and do all of that on the iPad. But for the sake of me just kind of like you know, this is what I do. So I know it's hard for you guys to see, but the point isn't for you guys to like necessarily see what I'm doing. That's really not the real point of this all. It's just to kind of like hear me talk. Cause I guess I should have mentioned this earlier, because originally this is supposed to be like a podcast thing. It was supposed to be just a sit down conversation between, you know, chat and I, and like whatever questions I got in. But it wasn't until I was like, I mean, I do this sort of thing on paper. Why not just turn the webcam on and turn it into a handcam stream? So yeah, I'm still doing it the way I want to do it. So like, I'm sorry if it's inconvenient for you, but this is just how things are here. I used to write in a journal. I wouldn't go as far to say I did journaling. Physical Andy. Comfortable? Where were there ever comfy streams here? Real. I just needed some sort of outlet to get my thoughts out. Yeah, that's exactly it. Hello, Garv. Welcome. Alrighty. Oh shit, the music. Bro, I've been rambling for so freaking long that our music actually had to reset. Damn, imagine. Okay, sorry, I'm talking in front of the microphone. Okay. What is next? Number two. So I guess another thing, how I deal with this information. So it isn't, how do I put this? So I've been feeling a little bit down the past few weeks, just like trying to figure shit out with everything like stream related, everything related basically. And so what I like doing is opening up those old journals, opening them up, and just reading through what I've been through in the past little while. And it really does just like help me reset my mind to think about, you know, where we came from and how much we've changed since then, and how much progress and how much we've improved as a person. And so it's one of the reasons why like having this sort of thing right now and like writing it out is, it's not just like another way to just get emotions onto paper, but it's also a nice thing to reflect on like years down the road. You come back to this page and it's like, oh my gosh, like back in 2023 I used to think like this, and things might change, things might have stayed the same, but that's not like the point. The point is that you can kind of get a glimpse as to how I thought during that specific time of my life. So that's also a really cool thing about why I do it. Only Pepe hands. Okay, number two, I keep another notebook. For a lot of people, this is probably like an app on your phone nowadays. But for me, because like I said, I like writing things down for myself. It's basically, excuse me, it's keeping a small notebook to keep track of the things that you need to do throughout the day. So I have like multiple notebooks. So this is like the journal that I use for reflection. But I also have like a day-to-day notebook for listing out what I have to do for that day. So it can get a little bit crazy carrying these things around, but this one usually stays at home and I don't really touch it. But it's the other small notebook that I use. Actually, I can pull it up right now. I do have it near me. If I can reach it. I'm fucking short and my arms can't reach the ground. It's on the ground right now. This is what I currently use as my main day-to-day notebook. And then this is my reflection journal, as they say. Not every books are wholly for real. Imagine, well, we'll be doing most of the stuff on devices in 10 years. True. I use Notion to make to-do lists for the day, week, and keeping track of events for the month. Yeah, and I do use Notion as well, but for stream stuff. So everything's stream related. I actually have like basically the same format, but in Notion as well. But for like the day-to-day stuff, because like, okay, when it comes to stream stuff, I just have like a bunch of ideas and it's just easier to type all of that out. Whereas for reflection, I needed like take a step back. And that's one of the reasons why I like doing these too, is because it's like a chance for you to just think about what you're doing. Not only in like the art process of like making everything, but also just like reflecting. Whoa. I just like making to-do lists and checking things off. That is totally true. So yeah, I guess that's another way to put it. My little notebook is for just making to-do lists for the day and throughout the week and stuff like that. Alrighty, what am I putting here? Daily, I guess, yeah, to-do list notebook. And I've definitely started using this more often, especially when I started college. So it has saved my ass like so many times. You know when you forget a deadline and you're like, shit, like how did I forget about it? It's because you kept it in your head. Listen, chat. If you're like me and you have really shit memory, never try to remember things. Never try to remember things because you'll only fuck yourself later. So I tell everyone that like asks me for like productivity advice is like write that shit down on a paper and just erase it from your memory. And so the only thing that you have to remember is to open up that notebook to look at what you need to do for the day. That's how I approach that side of thing. Deadline, I always broke them. Don't worry, guys. So we're talking about lifestyle habits first here, but I'm gonna talk about motivation next. So that's the other topic for today. Don't worry, we'll get there. Another habit that I take to the grave is having social media notifications off. Social media notifications off. So the only way for you to get a hold of me is through direct DMs. But like everything from, you know how like when people interact with your stuff online, so let's say someone retweets your tweet, someone likes your photo on Instagram, stuff like that. I actually have all of those off. Not only because I have social media as a job, not just so how do I put this? You guys know that I stream, and obviously streaming has to do a lot with social media and managing that. I also have, I guess, a side business on the side that's also heavily reliant on social media. So I'm like very familiar with the social media sphere and stuff like that. And obviously that can get very overwhelming, especially when it's your job. So I've just made it like a hard rule for myself not to have any notifications on. That's actually why I don't have any Discord notifications on. That's one of the reasons why I'm never actually active in the servers that I've been in Discord. It's because like for me to just like do me, I need to have it silent. I cannot have social media and like group chats. So whenever I'm in a group chat, like unless it's like super urgent, I also have those muted. So sorry guys, but listen, it's just what I gotta do, okay? I didn't need to do that because no one talks to me, bro. Don't even go there. But yeah, so like I only have like texts and private messages via, I don't know, whatever DMs open, just to help with that whole like getting your shit together mood, especially nowadays. It's also one of the reasons why like I don't use TikTok, but like hey, that's another story for another day. Next one. This one actually I was gonna put a little bit down below, but I think it's pretty important to mention here. So let's do. I read books. Imagine that, chat. Imagine me reading. Couldn't be me. To be fair, I haven't read books in like a while, but it is definitely something that's changed a lot of how I view things, and just that's reading like self-development books. So not like fiction books. I'm talking productivity, self-development, personal development, professional development, that sort of stuff. Hi Brad, welcome. Use Chad's son, take a seat and relax. No. So I'm gonna talk about it more when I talk about motivation, but that is just something that I wanted to drop in there. I've read like not too many books in my lifetime, but you know, a decent amount that I can accredit a few certain books, especially when it comes to my schoolwork, Guys, believe it or not, okay, this is, yeah, I'm gonna talk about this a little bit later, but when it came to like getting my shit together with regards to schoolwork, I actually like gave myself more work to do by reading actual books in order to learn how to be good at reading or like learning. It's funny how that works, but you know, that's how I ended up doing it. If it makes you feel better, I'm like, oh, almost 6 game lost streak. Why must God give his strongest warriors his toughest challenges? Honestly, studying is such an important skill to learn. It is, it really is. Lifestyle habits. Should I just speed run through these? I guess I kind of like just chatting with you guys about these things and taking it one point at a time. Next thing, changed my life. Just take things one day at a time. One task at a time, one day at a time. I guess it's not really like a habit, but I guess it's more of like a mentality. One day at a time. One task at a time. Take things step by step. And it's definitely been, it's one of those things that's like been oversaid. It's been said too often, but I think that's how what really helps me get through like the rough days. It's like, just take it one day at a time. Take it slowly, take it, don't overwhelm yourself with the bigger picture, but just like take it for how it is for you in the present, you know? And honestly, that's something that I gotta remind myself like right now. I got this, guys. I never had to study in high school or college, so for my harder courses, I didn't know what to do other than read, but got decent grades. Damn, look at you. See, that's a flex I can't talk about. In people's name, amen. Stop. Lifestyle habits that changed my life, number, whatever number this is. Chat, be financially aware. I'm sure like everyone has their own circumstances and stuff, but for me myself, you know, being an empress that left the homeland, to say the least, I was on my own. I had to deal with everything by myself, had to get my own job, choose my own career to take care of myself. So definitely sometimes it is hard to like think about because it's one of those topics that isn't necessarily something that you talk about with like coworkers or whatever the fuck. But I like to check my financial situation every month just to like know where you're at. Know where you're at. It can be so easy to just like forget about those things, but it's important. And so keeping on top of it has definitely helped me with what I do. So that's a shout into the void to take care of your guys' gacha addiction. You guys gotta take care of yourselves, that's for sure. Lifestyle habits that changed my life playing Overwatch, stop. Alrighty, I'm gonna speed through. Oh, actually, no, this one's pretty important for me. See, everything that I wrote here is like super important. You can't just like gloss over it because it means so much. Okay, next tip. Look good, feel good. And I cannot stress this enough. Listen, chat. Yeah, you lurking right now. I see you. Yeah, you haven't showered in 3 days? Go take a fucking shower, you stinky. You stinky, chat. I know you stinky. Go. That is, if you have to do one thing today, take care of your physical appearance. Take care of your personal hygiene. It's not even appearance, but like, yeah, just like physical hygiene, my guys. What the fuck is a shower? I don't know that Overwatch game mode. Who's a stinky bitch? What the fuck? I just got out of a shower. We good. Let's go. But like, I think you guys can kind of tell even just by like my VTuber model, but I am like quite the girly girl in the fact that, I don't know, I don't have my nails done, but I'm the type of girl who gets her nails did, who gets her eyelashes done, you know, like we glam out over here. But while also being financially responsible, I can't spend $300 a week just doing that sort of thing, so we don't do it every week. But you know, like look good, feel good, whether that be the quality of your clothes and feeling good with what you wear, or even just like the way you part your hair in the morning. Whatever it means to you, look good, feel good is definitely something that I live by. And whenever I'm like feeling in a rough spot, yo, taking myself and getting my nails done actually like fucking boosts my mood that like no tomorrow. Why did the math book look so sad? Because it has problems. Hello, Zinc, welcome. I don't think Daya showers unless she might be in a 9-foot plus guy. Shut the fuck up. I'm being financially responsible and saving money on utilities by not showering. Stop! Financially responsible? Who is she? My view on financial responsible by Valor and Skins. Dang, can't read chat. Page for her. Listen, shh. I don't need to read, okay? I'm a VTuber. Shh, don't worry about it. I just throw on a hoodie and training pants and get to work. This falls, yeah, so this doesn't only mean physical appearance. It's also like health. I think health also falls into this. I don't know if look good, feel good. It's just, I think it's definitely because I grew up with friends who were also very like girly girl and to a certain extent shallow. So appearances are like, taking care of your appearance and stuff like that has been something that I guess I've done for majority of my life. I mean, like I started wearing makeup when I was probably like in 7th grade. So what was that? I was 12 years old. So I've definitely been doing this for quite a long time, and you know, I've got some background in the beauty industry and the fashion industry, so it all kind of correlates back to that and why it's like a value of mine. Obviously, I'm not saying that this is the same for other people, because there are definitely a lot of people out there who don't really care about that sort of thing, and I think that's totally fine. But for me personally, the look good, feel good mindset is definitely a real thing. The only thing Diane needs to read is her sub notifications. By the way, chat, did you get a haircut yet? Shut up, Kay. Shut up, Kay. I'm gonna get done this week, okay? I swear. I definitely feel nicer mentally when I manage to keep my workout schedule consistently. Let's go. Those are W's for sure. I just go to work, eat, go to bed. My boring journey continues. I've also been working out every day. Clothes are clothes. They are, they are. And like, to be perfectly honest, I don't even have that many clothes. Guys, I swear to God, listen. If imagine all of the things you own. Imagining putting price tags to everything you own. Let's say, clothes. What is it called? Not toiletries, but like for me, makeup. Clothes, makeup, accessories, computer stuff, school stuff, camera stuff. Like if I had to put that on a fucking graph to show y'all, my clothes is probably actually on the lowest scale of all of this, just because I spend so much fucking money on all of my tech. But don't get me wrong. If I wasn't into this, like if I wasn't into streaming, if I wasn't into like cameras and stuff like that, all of those thousands of dollars would go into clothes. But you know, we're financially responsible. Obviously, I care about technology a little bit more than I do about like the clothes that I have. So I only have like few pieces of clothing compared to back in those days living in the castle. But yeah, it's just a really funny thing to think about. Toilet shoes? Yo, what are you talking about? Alright. see. Financially aware. Habit that changed my life is definitely having a passive income. I'm not going to talk about it too much. But when you're on your own and you don't really have anyone to rely on, having a side hustle is something that's definitely important to me. But you know, to each their own with that aspect. I know a lot of people, we're now living in an age where the whole, what is it called? The whole like entrepreneurship. Yeah, like you guys, I think you guys know what I mean. There's those like kids that like started a business off of like, I don't know, selling shoelaces to create the fucking, I don't know, the next rope, the next sustainable rope in the world. Like, okay, first of all, you have to be some sort of person to do that. I'm not gonna lie. Second of all, that's not really what I mean when I say having a side hustle. I mean it more as just a way to give yourself a little bit of income. Obviously, there's a lot of people who have their own entrepreneurship adventures and whatever, and like, you know what, you do you. And I can't even deny that I have that sort of side of me as well. But I don't know. It's both a good thing and a bad thing, I think, for me. Excuse me, blurp. Because not only does that mean that like the pro is that I'm able to make money off of these random hobbies that I have. But the con is that all of my hobbies are are income sources, which kind of fucks me over because everything that I do is basically a job. I monetize literally everything that I do. But that's fine, right? Right? Workaholic. It's you love some, you hate some. Is a side hustle like a side piece, but a nicer way of saying it? A side piece? What? No! Stop! I wish everything I did was a job, at least I could get money. I'm a workaholic. I am a little bit of a workaholic, but you know, you can't start a kingdom by not doing work, I think is the best way to put it. But that is that. I guess organization. So some of these things that I also have listed here that I don't think I'm gonna write down, but other things that changed my life, I think organization. And so the organization to me means this whole planner stuff helps me stay on top of things. Fuck, what else? Fake it till you make it is another thing that I definitely follow through with. Cheeto guy, welcome in, hello. That's the reason why I don't want to get into streaming, but I want to share the fun with others. True. Having 2 monitors changed my life. And then another thing, okay, maybe I should write this one down because this is pretty important. All right, this is gonna be the nice transition into motivation chat. Are you ready for this? This is less of a habit, more so a mindset. But like my mindset is, if you think you're fine and comfortable of where you are right now, that means you won't do anything to change your current situation. That's definitely not a habit, and it's like pretty long actually, but it is something that's like really important to me. So you'll never catch me saying that I'm like comfortable, which again is like both a good thing and a bad thing, because it's a good thing because I'm always pushing to do more, but it's a bad thing because sometimes I can miss seeing the joy of what you've already accomplished and what's in front of you. So like it's one of those things, it's a double-edged sword, but I'm aware of that, and as long as you're like conscious of it and like you aren't just, I don't know, looking at it like it's black and white. There's definitely, you know, both sides of the coin. If you think you are comfortable, comfortable, I can't spell. If you think you're comfortable with where you are, it's equal sign. you won't do anything to change your situation. And so that really leads into my motivation topic here. Before we get into that, I'm gonna like add stickers and stuff first, but here, let me, oh fuck, can I even open these? Chat, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. I don't think I can even open these stickers. In other words, you can't be happy with what you have, chat. Hello, Vexville, welcome. She Hustlers University professor. Shit, chat, I can't fucking open this sticker. I'm so sad. Wait, is there a way for me to like, I don't know, poke it? Oh, I hacked it. I hacked it. We got it. We're open. We're here, boys. Let's go. It's gonna be a cycle because it's like we're on a bicycle. We're always going somewhere. It can get a little bit repetitive, but we're still going somewhere, you know? Daya literally gives classes for unmotivated kids and earns money with that, but you didn't get that from me. Bro, I wish I fucking earned money from this. What do you mean? Bro, I'm like literally in the negatives because I have a fucking VTuber model at a commission. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Listen, I don't know if you guys like looked into VTuber models, but that shit is expensive. I bet you some of the VTubers that you know out there are still in the negatives, man. That shit can cost so much money. And I'm not talking, don't give me the, oh my god, but like Iron Mouse debuts with a new outfit every month. Like, no, like obviously they're on a completely different league because they've actually hit the point where they are like successful doing this sort of thing. But definitely, that is definitely not the case for most people. So just putting it out there. Computer enhance on the reflection of the sticker, enhance more, clean up the picture. Now we got it cleared, miss. Do you guys like the little cactus picture or sticker? It's a little cactus. We're gonna put the cactus right there. I need scissors. Fuck. Do I even have scissors here? I have a X-Acto knife, but I don't think that'll do anything for me. Ooh. I have my sewing scissors. I have my sewing scissors. Oh wait, shit. That should be censored. That's too cruel for this world. Let's not show off the scissors. But Daya, if you save money, you can buy anything. Just stop buying Starbucks. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut. Oh my god. That's the reason why you're broke. That's because you spend $300 on Starbucks a week. Stop. That's how I got my Ferrari. The reflection in the scissors. I don't know what you're talking about. You're coping, man. I got Daya paranoid. Look, just because I used to be a webcam streamer, that's all I'm gonna say to that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna add a bunch of stickers and stuff around this place. I'm not really like super thoughtful of my bullet journaling spreads. Like I kind of just do whatever I feel like at the moment. So there are definitely people out there that plan like every fucking corner of their page, but I'm pretty low-key about it. And it's how I approach like graphic design too. It's like, obviously there's like the technical correct way, not just graphic design, but photography as well. Obviously, there's like the technical quote-unquote correct way, but for me, I just do it because I vibe with it, you know? If I don't vibe with it, then I don't do it. I'm not the type to be limiting on what I do, you know? Bro, I hate that voice. What are you talking about? What voice? Webcam streamer? Valley girl, for real, for real. All I have is your audio and you punish me like this? What do you mean hate that voice? My voice? Fuck, man. Like, shit. I'm sorry. What is that supposed to mean? ape out here being a regular chatter and now is telling me that they don't like my voice. Goddamn. It's hard out here, chat. Can never satisfy the masses. Okay, what am I gonna do with this piece? So the theme that I'm kind of going for, I guess I just completely glossed over that, huh? The theme that I'm going for is really just like a pastel pink type of pastel pink with like gold hues. Can you see that? Stop! And go focus. Focus, bitch. Yeah, so it's really pretty washi tape. I'm gonna add a little bit of this. No, your Starbucks girl voice? Gas like geeky girl boss? What the fuck? Oh my god, what do you mean? What do you mean? Dude, I'm not even shitting you. Listen, I'm open about the fact that I used to work at Starbucks, right? And I'm not even shitting you. They put me at the fucking drive-thru almost every shift because everyone liked how my voice sounded. I was like, I do not know whether or not to take this as a compliment, especially because like I'm not that like sociable, I guess. Like I'm quite introverted, so like talking to strangers and stuff was always a fucking pain in the ass. But I feel like it was half because people were kept saying that they really liked my voice, and half because they like low-key disliked me and wanted me to suffer. Manspread, mansplain, manslaughter, the new version. They are really trying to flex that people like listening to her. They just wanted your number. Bro, they were all... There's actually... That Starbucks had like no guys in it. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It was so small. I'm so happy I don't work there anymore, but like, at the same time, I was really happy. Is this even a sticker? I feel like this is just paper. Am I supposed to glue this on? Because like, it didn't come... Like, this isn't... I'm supposed to peel this off, aren't I? God. Why is this so difficult? A femme Starbucks? The last one is absolutely true. Stop. I have a... I don't know. I don't know. Listen, all I'm gonna say, chat, is that I have a resting bitch face, and it's really funny. It's so freaking funny. The amount of times, like, when talking to friends and stuff, do you guys ever talk to your friends about, like, first impressions? I feel like that sort of thing is so fun to talk about. But almost always, the first impressions of other people towards me, before they, like, get to know me and stuff, is that I'm a bitch. I mean, like, to a certain extent it's true, but, like... I mean, look at this face. I'm intimidating, aren't I? So many people were scared of me when we first met. Okay, listen, Kay. Okay. You guys think I have a resting bitch face? Kay has more of a resting bitch face than I do, and that's saying quite a lot, actually. I also had a RB off my friends in high school saying I looked like I wanted to kill someone while walking in the halls until they said hi. That is so funny. That's actually fucking hilarious, holy shit. Wait, which one am I using? Oh, this one's a little bit different. Imagine. Kay out here always on copium. It's like when... Never mind, I'm not gonna go there. I'll save Kay's sanity. I was just ugly, so nobody talked to me, bro! Don't talk to yourself like that. Listen, as someone who looks at people, like, as a job, you're definitely attractive in your own way. No matter who you are. And that's something, like, I genuinely believe in. No matter, like, how you think you are, there's always an attractive point to every person out there. It's just a matter of taking those traits and, like, emphasizing them. And it just might be that you haven't found that for yourself. And I think that's, like, totally fair. You're attractive in your own way, like having money chat. I needed a resting bitch face because no one took me seriously because I have a baby face. And I was like, leader in a lot of clothes. Okay, looking like a baby that's about to cry. Dude, that is such an accurate... Dude. I was like, dude, when Kay and I were walking, like, for that one time we went out for Korean fried chicken, I remember walking down, like, the streets and stuff, and I thought to myself, damn, people must be thinking I'm walking like a child to school or something. I'm sorry, Kay. I'm sorry for calling you out like this. I didn't mean to, I swear. Dyer and her daughter got... Stop. Okay, we're gonna add stamps now because I like stamps and stamps are pretty. Now that I look at this cactus doesn't really match the vibes that we got going on over here. That's fine. Oh shit, you know what I forgot? I forgot water for my stamps. That's fine. All right, chat, ready for CPR? Fuck, my fucking webcam's gonna fall off because I'm shaking the whole table. Turn it, yeah, gotta stuff it, yeah. That didn't really work, but that's fine. Pacha! We just put it in the middle. Don't worry about where it exactly landed. Just do it. That looks cute. I like that. Yay! I just like adding cute little stamp details for no reason other than for me to say that I put down really cute stamp details. Actually, I kind of want to do like another one with this. But yeah, one of the reasons why I really like doing bullet journaling and like making everything look pretty and stuff like that is also because I think I live a very fast-paced life. I'm always busy, and so doing this sort of thing is just nice to just wind down and like take things a little bit slower. And I'm sure a lot of you that do art feel the same way too. Like when you draw, there's like a sense of relief, whether you're obviously not like faced against deadlines or whatever, but it definitely has like a calming effect doing this sort of thing. Dude, I swear to God, this stamp is like out, even though it's new. I'm so sad. Whatever. We don't worry about those details. Whatever. Move on. There was once a girl that literally gave me the feeling of careness when she hugged me, and I thought she liked me so much, but I thought she liked another guy more, or I was just an idiot and not her type. Sadly, it's been almost 8 years, but the memory and feeling is still void in my heart. Oh no. Aww. That's so sad. Listen, you just gotta get over it for it. No, I'm just kidding. Please do not take that seriously. Oh god, I hate it when people tell me that. Dude, I'm not ready for this like relationship talk. I was here all ready for the productivity. If we're talking about like relationship like advice, bro, I need to be in a different mindset for that. Kind of had that, but learned she did have a crush on me, then she turned out to be good later though. Art is so busy for me, I always feel rushed. I'm not talking about those of you who are doing it for like work or like school or anything like that. Fuck. It is definitely hard. Okay. Whew. I'm pretty happy with that. There's a little bit of empty space. I can probably add a few little things here and there. Actually, let me add. I have some like literally in front of me. Let's add more stickers. Wait, no. Let me take this. Guys, okay, this is just a little showcase of some of the stickers that I own. Bro, I can't even fucking flip through them. Okay, let's try this. There's like a lot of stickers here. let's choose the books, because I've been talking about a lot of books lately. I talked about reading books at least. I'm not gonna even open up relationship as a topic for the next 5 years. Sag. Relationships just feel like so much work for me. A book has more stickers than I have ever used. I feel like I'm gonna get left behind in the void or I'll rush my feelings. And it's all done by all. Sticker. There. I have little stickers. I'm not gonna comment on that sort of thing just yet. Not only because I'm not like mentally in that mind space right now, and I need to give myself a little bit of like a talk before I switch gears like that, but one day we will talk about it. Hi Axel, welcome. When the void calls, riz it up and see what happens. God. Alrighty folks, are you ready for our next topic? So that was just lifestyle habits, and I guess let's bring it up and like talk about it a little bit to give ourselves a conclusion. Oh god. You can kind of see it, right chat? A little bit. Lifestyle habits that changed my life. Hold up. Excuse me, I burped. Burp. Okay. So I have journaling, daily to-do list notebook, social media notifications off, reading self-development books, taking things one day at a time, being financially aware, look good, feel good, and having a side hustle. And then the last mindset is just, if you think you are comfortable where you are, you won't do anything to change the situation. And that definitely brings us to motivation. I guess this is what it's like to really need glasses. Shush, don't mind the scuff. Listen, it's always scuffed in here, okay? That's nothing new. Motivation. So, those of you who just tuned in, I asked my admin team, so that's Kay and Erden, because they know me both IRL and as Daya. I asked them for questions that they have for me. I framed my question asking them, since you know me and like you know what I do, what would you like to learn from me? Like if I were to teach anything, if you were to ask me anything about what you'd like to learn, what is it? And so I use those as topics to talk about for today. So the first topic was lifestyle habits, and Kay asked me that. And something that both Kay and Erden actually asked me was, how do you stay motivated, Daya? How do you do all of these crazy things? How are you still alive? Because I'm such a workaholic, and that everyone always questions my sanity whenever I tell them all of the things that I do at the same time. Hello Thomas, welcome in. So motivation is definitely something that I get asked quite a lot. Not just from Kay and Erden, who know me for being someone who does streaming, but like even IRL, like the people IRL know that I run my side business. And if you were here during my VTuber teaches you about camera stream, you guys know a little bit about that because I mentioned it on that stream too. So people IRL already question me for how do I do my degree while doing the side business. Joke's on them, they also don't know I do streaming as well. And so I think that's one of the reasons why people always ask me this question, like how do you stay motivated? How do you do all of the things that you do? How do you, I guess, get your shit together? Well, chat, this is what we do. This is how we approach this. Flamingo, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. What would you like to learn from me? How do I stop Sag? Motivation. Are you ready for this, chat? I have this is Announcement, clip it, get ready for the clips chat. This is Daya's approach to motivation. Ahem. Motivation is a scam. It's a fucking scam. I don't believe in motivation, so get fucked, chat. It doesn't exist for me. Okay, but like my serious answer? My serious answer to that is just because motivation. What is? Wait, actually, let's pull up the Google. Motivation. Let's look at the definition. Let's look at the Oxford definition of motivation. Motivation, a noun. The feeling of wanting to do something, especially something that involves hard work and effort. So my take on motivation, chat, it's that, drumroll please. It's all a fucking scam, okay? Fuck motivation. I don't believe in any of it. Hi YouTube. Hello fourth stage, welcome. So this is me reasoning, actually giving you guys a reason. So my problem with motivation is that you never feel like doing things that you don't want to do. Like, it's just like full stop. You're never going to want to do it because it's something that you've already associated in your mind as something that you don't want to do. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, if I don't want to do something, I ain't gonna do it. Or at least that's how I used to think. That's how I definitely used to think about things. The little trick that you gotta tell yourself, the little nugget, the little boost, little nudge that you have to tell that little voice in your head is that just because you hate it doesn't mean you can't do it. So in other words, to make it a little bit, I guess, simpler, in other words, rather than saying or thinking to yourself, how do I motivate myself to study? I take those situations, and I'm going to talk about studying specifically because you guys know I'm a student, and I'm sure a lot of you here are also students or you're doing some sort of similar type of work, but I never ask the question, how do I motivate myself to study? It's more so, I think, how can I put myself in an environment where I can focus? Are you guys with me still? What motivation? I mean, if I have to, I never do things I have to do unless I feel the crushing weight of not being able to survive pets and I'm most efficient motherfucker on the face of the planet. I need to feel the possibility of failing. Stop! I can't do that. Oh my lordy. Student of what? Student of these. But like, if you think about it, like, if you actually think about it, that quick little like mindset game change is such. It can really change the way that you view the word motivation. And so it's one of the reasons why I never actually use it. It's not in my vocabulary. Like, oh, I never feel motivated to do blank. I always, because to me it's too vague. And like, I'm the type of person who really likes concrete, like facts, who really likes concrete steps as to how to proceed. For me, like if I'm talking to myself and I like come to the conclusion, oh, I'm not motivated, it's just left there. And to me, that doesn't sit well with me because like I said, I think very strategically. I need to have steps. I need to know where I'm going. There has to be a result. And so that's why for me, a better way to frame how I get stuff done and like keeping that momentum going is by optimizing the environment that I'm in to accomplish the task that I have to get done. Big brain Daya. It's efficient because I'm been chilling the entire time except for like one day tops. Calling creative work words. Oh god. Something I'm still trying to work on is discipline versus motivation. Need the discipline to get your things done consistently rather than waiting to be in the right mood. Exactly. And so what I'm gonna write here actually. Let me just get started in writing here. So for me, motivation is definitely a no-no. I'm gonna use it because that's the term that a lot of people are familiar with. But let me just write this real quick. I can't talk and like write at the same time, I swear to God. Okay. I actually can't talk while doing this. Hold up. Motivation. Ain't that an interesting topic? Is Dia writing everything in cursive? Not everything. It's just kind of how I stylize my titles. I don't know if you guys have seen like hand lettering like videos or stuff like that, but it's like mimicking. So hand lettering is very adjacent to calligraphy, where calligraphy you use a calligraphy pen. Hold up, let me see where mine is. So you guys are probably familiar with calligraphy, right? And that's like using. Do I have ink? Where the fuck is my ink? Yeah, I don't know where the fuck my ink is. But you guys are probably familiar with calligraphy, where you use like whatever the fuck this is called. I actually don't remember what this is called. These type of pens are called. But calligraphy is where you take these fancy looking old school fancy ass pens, dipping it in ink and kind of writing it out. But the thing with these type of pens is that just the structure of it not being like solid, not being, I guess, super straight, I guess is the way to put it. Thank you so much for the 100 bits for Stage of Life. Oh my gosh, thank you. Instead of needing to... So the thing with using these type of styluses or like pens or what the fuck are these called? Is that your like stylus, I'm fucking talking Procreate. The tip of your pen is not consistent compared to if you were to use one of these guys. And you can observe, chat, observe. You can already tell just by looking at the tip of a pen versus a tip of a, let's say a highlighter actually, because highlighters are also shaped differently. You all have yellow highlighters, right? That's like the classic highlighter. It's very different from the style of like, I don't know, a Sharpie. And so hand lettering is basically just mimicking the style of this type of, using this type of pen. And like, I can use ink to do the same motion. The only thing is that ink takes a while to dry. It can get very messy. I'm a very messy person, so having to clean up after myself like that is also very chaotic. And also because, what's the other reason? It's expensive. It can very much be expensive to actually invest in ink and the brushes that you have and all of that. So I have it just like as a side thing, but I primarily use pens and stuff because I don't want to go through all of that. Are those fountain pens? That's the only type of pen I know. How about you call some bitches? All right. RTG 9,000, 90,000. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I don't know why. I was just thinking about you a few hours back and I watched you like only once and you seem very genuine. Keep the good work. Aw, thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. What the heck? Appreciate you. Procreate? It's the app on the iPad to draw stuff. It's what a lot of artists use to like do their artistic things. My mindset is like that. I need disappointment in my life because it kicks my ass into place where my ass belongs to, and to be real with myself in this life rather than me living in a matrix of genes which leads me to nothing but getting addicted to the shitty ass world. Oh my god. That is such a long holy. I thought I was TP'd into health class. Oh god, I guess that's another way to think of that word, isn't it? Alright, chat. What was I talking about? I got distracted. This is why it's very bad for me to like think about these things. Okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh yeah, right. We're talking about study. So my mindset for motivation is that I don't do it. So let me get another marker here. Motivation? Nah. Oh shit, she's out. Oh no. I've used this highlighter for like so many years that it's finally crapping out on me. Highlighted motivation? Nah. Oh shit, even the oh no, even the top part is like drying out. Makes sense. I've had these markers for like 6 years or some shit. Set your expectations at rock bottom, then you can't be disappointed. What am I doing, chat? What am I doing? I need to write this down. Hold up. I'm gonna choose this pen color. Let's go with this pen color, actually. Excuse me. Okay. So I'm just gonna reiterate what I told you guys, just to have it like on paper. So what I said is... I'm gonna sneeze. Holy shit, that was a loud boy. Okay. Let me just write this down and then say it again. So I guess a little bit of background for y'all as to why motivation in particular is a really touchy subject for me. How do I put this? I failed my first year of university. To be completely blunt, it didn't go so well. I should have known then that it wasn't the right career path for me because I ended up still pursuing it, but it really fucked me over, and that's when I realized that I had to get my shit together. Obviously, you know, it only took me academic probation to get to that point, but that's one of the reasons why this topic is like it's something that not only did I research really heavily into, not only did I like do a lot of like introspective work, I talked with all of the straight A students that I knew, all of the 4.0s, of all years, not just my own age, but like people who've been in the same program as me. Like I'm not kidding when I said I tried to learn everything when it comes to how to learn and how to motivate myself, because back then I still really believed that I had to motivate myself. But turns out what I really needed was just understanding how I worked and like how my brain works, like the straight facts about it, not just motivation, because to me motivation is way too vague, but like straight facts, like how does my brain work? And so that's kind of what I talk about when I'm gonna get to that point here. Just give me a second. That's just a little bit of a background as to why like I'm so like I'm so I guess passionate about this sort of talk, because I've been there, done that, I guess. I already did a typo, but we don't worry about it. And it's actually really interesting because there's a trend going around on Twitter where everyone's like talking. It's like, I'm sure some of you have probably seen it. It's the tweet that's like, flex your worst academic grade or something like that. And I'm just sitting over here like, damn. Flex your worst academic grade? Well, let me tell you. Do a lot of people use the GPA system in other colleges too? Like, is that still a thing in the States? Do y'all use GPA systems, or is it still like percentages? USA University. GPA is probably still a thing, right? How to convert your GPA to a 4.0 scale. Hurry, Daya. My high school GPA is a 4.2. See, that's a thing though, but there's different scales for GPAs. So I'm familiar with the 4.0 scale, but I believe there's like 5.0 scales, 8.0 scales. Like it's definitely dependent on where you are. What is GPA? GPA is the grade point average. So like if you get a report card, I don't know, report card. If you get a grade, basically, you know how you get like, you get marks for it? I feel like universally percentages is how you receive your grades. So like, oh, I got 60%, I got 100%, I got 80% on this grade. There is an equivalent system called GPA, which is grade point average, to those percentages. So I guess I'll stick to talking about percentages. Wait, how do you let me just Google. Do you guys want to know my GPA in my first semester of school? Of college? Wait. GPA to percentage conversion. Converter. There we go. We were 4.0, but if you took college classes, you got a bump. Sheesh. Some college classes. My junior and senior year, other than a couple classes, I got college credit for all of them. In the States, does every subject have same pass percentages? I think so. I'm not from the America lands, but I think I recall hearing that sort of thing. I used GPA in my college. I started with a 1.07. Hold up, let me just... So I think I'll talk in percentages just to like help with everyone to kind of understand. Let me just grab a converter here. A 70% is the pass for pretty much everything. What the fuck? A 70, bro. Chat, do you want to know what I got my first math midterm? This is Calculus 1, by the way. My first midterm in college, first year DIA. First year DIA in university. My first midterm was a Calculus 1 midterm. I got a 15%. And do you want to know what the class average was? The class average for Calculus 1 midterm was a 20%. Bro, I ain't even shitting you right now. Like, that class was curved to the fucking ground. It was so funny. I hear for grad school you need like 80% for some hard classes. Hi Davish, welcome. Diane. Wow. Calc 1. Hell yeah, let's go. I did that my first year in high school. What was your major? I'm in STEM. What type of school? Bell curve save us, lol. I always come at the end, but I'm glad you had a PhD. Hi! Oh my god, Steph, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. You're still in the upper quartile as far as I'm concerned. Bro, I thought I failed with a 49 in a class, but I was in the top percentage because the average was 25%. Dude, don't even get me started on bell curves. They're so fucking confusing, but all I know is that I definitely probably... I think I only passed like one midterm in first year. Okay, wait, what's my percentage? Hold up. This is why. Okay, what was my fucking GPA again? This fucker. Calculate. Calculate. Bitch, subscribe and we'll get in touch with you. Fuck you, man. I just wanted to know the conversion. Why are you making me sign up? These fucking websites, I swear to God. Going to an awful school gave me so much fake confidence. Yikes. Okay, let's just use this scale then. Chat, my first semester of school, I had a 1.7. So it says here it's a 60% average, but that was my first semester of school. I actually did worse in my second semester of first year, and I ended up with a 1.3. I feel like this is news to K as well, actually, so this is really funny. I ended off my, my second semester with a 1.3, which I believe averaged to like a 1.5 4.9 or no. I think it averaged to 1.6 or something because of the waiting. And so that put me on academic probation. God, I haven't talked about this on stream before. This is really funny. Bro, I think can Dia schools be too easy if Dia still graduating? Shh, they don't know. I dropped out of 3 out of 5 classes my first semester. Here I am not 5 years later. Every university has their own conversion scale. Yep. It was that bad? Yep. So the way it was done is that there was academic probation after like getting like a 2.0. But if you got above like a 1.7 or something, you could still... So basically, if you got a 0 to 1.7, you failed. You're like out. You're like out. You're gone. If you have a 1.7 to a 2.0, you're on academic probation. And then if you get a 2.0 and above, you pass. So I think I got like a 1.71 actually. Just strictly based off of like... I don't fucking remember, chat. It was like 6 years ago, okay? I remember barely making it into academic probation. And so that's when I talk about like, we had to get our shit together. Cause like, that ain't a happy story, that's for sure. Dude, Sam had to take so many classes after to boost my GPA back out of academic probation. Di, no offense, but how are you graduating? This is past me, guys. Listen, I got my shit together. Guys, that was 6 years ago. I mean, I'm still in school 6 years later, but we don't worry about those details, okay? Listen, this is the story of how an Empress Penguin failed, coming into society without a care in the world, without knowledge as to what the world is. And I'm telling you, that the reason why motivation and this shit is super important is because I have changed. I have changed, chat. Enter like, we need like motivational music right now. Hold up. Pause. Let me just go into YouTube real quick and let me just look this shit up right now. Damn, I should have gone to a Canadian school. I would be valedictorian. Also China Johnson University. Underdory story. Motivational music. Alright, let me just... Oh my god. Let me just see here. Wait, let's start again. Let's start this all over. How loud is this, by the way? Let me just do a quick check. How loud is this? Okay, let's turn it up a little bit, chat. Alrighty. Are you guys ready for this? Welcome to VTuber. VTuber gives you unsolicited life advice. This is a VTuber who's gone through it all. This bitch right here. This bitch right here. Yeah, this bitch. Has failed. Has failed her first year of school. Why? Because she was a fucking dumbass. But this VTuber realized something. She realized something within her that she was lied to all of these years because everyone told her that she needed what? Everyone told her that she needed motivation. But I'm telling you, the motivation is a scam. Oh shit, it dropped. Motivation is absolutely bullshit because motivation is not the task of you actually accomplishing the task that you need to do. This is why you should listen to Diamond, the VTuber who changed her story and who scammed everyone into thinking that she can now graduate in in a really crazy degree, but and anyways. Anyways, that's enough of that. I dropped my fucking pen. Where did it go? Why is this black cat trash talking? That is my motivational speech for today, chat. Oh my god. I'm like nowhere near a 4.0, but damn, content where I have right now. Motivation, go with the rock song. I want some Hannah Montana. Hi August, welcome in. Oh my god. Did you guys like that? That was funny. Listen, if you guys need me to turn back on the motivational music, I can do it, but let me just finish this fucking sentence because I keep getting distracted. So yeah, that's why. Trust me when I say I tried to do everything to get out of that situation, and I'm really lucky enough that I was able to. And like, I'm not in it for the 4.0 GPA. Like, that's not how... Listen, chat. I don't know what you guys are studying right now, what field you're in, what industry you want to get into. But for me, I had shit grades, but your girl is good everywhere else. Like, I have really good internships, I have really good work experience, really good like volunteering work. Like, my resume is actually fucking phenomenal. So don't worry, just because I tell you that I failed my first year, like, I don't have that in my resume. It shows up on my transcript for sure, but like, even nowadays my resume is so good that you don't even need to look at my transcript, you know? So like, don't, if you ever get to the point where like, don't stress about grades. And that's one of the reasons what I like tell people who like just start university is like, yes, your grades, okay, let me rephrase this. Your grades are only important if A, you are on a scholarship, B, you are trying to get into graduate studies, into grad school, / you know, post undergrad programs like law, medicine, whatever. And 3, I don't know, because your parents would fucking like throw you into a curb if you don't get a 4.0. Which, by the way, I'm so sorry. But like, let's be real. Those are the only 3 like situations where you actually need to get like really, really good grades. If you have really good work experience, if you have really good internship experience, if you know people, I know you all are gamers and you're on Twitch right now, but like, listen, listen, if you guys have really good networks, you don't need to have a good GPA. And so honestly, that's kind of my mindset right now. Is like, I'm even like, that's one of the reasons I like, yes, I've gotten to the point where I've changed from like I was like barely passing before, and now I'm like doing pretty okay. I'm not doing like 4.0 worthy type of beat, but I'm doing enough that like I can graduate comfortably, you know? And I'm not stressed about the grades that I get because I know I have the internships, the work experience, the volunteer experience. I am confident enough in my resume that that sort of thing is not something that I need to worry about. And like, in case that like sounds like a little bit off for some people, I guess, another way I should say it is that having a higher GPA does open more doors for you. It does, because obviously, like, I guess it's also depending on the career you're in. I know for a fact, like for me, having a high GPA is super important and it can open a lot of doors for you. However, it isn't the end of the world. And that's something that I definitely had to learn the hard way. Excuse me. So in a way, I guess I am coping, but at the same time, as soon as I learned that my GPA was like unsavable, like I'm fucked, right? Like there's no fucking way I'll get hired with that on my transcript. But I worked hard on everything else that would still make me a hireable, like a really good candidate. I'm so jealous of my friends that only needed to pass to get the degree. Weird flex, but okay. My field degree doesn't even matter. Exactly. Grades only matters for scholarship. No workplaces ask for a transcript. I think for e-girls. Oh my gosh. Welcome in. Hello. Hope you're doing well. All my jobs have asked for my elementary college transcript. Late second grade art. Holding me back, Sag. I tried so hard for good grades so they could say with distinction at my convocation. I didn't end up going. Oh my god. But that's definitely like my mindset, is that I definitely, so when I started my STEM degree, I knew right from the get-go that I was not gonna do good like grade-wise. And obviously you know, first year definitely emphasized that, but because of that, because I went into school knowing that, I definitely worked on my resume like right off the bat. So the past few years, you know, you guys know this, I started playing video games during the pandemic because everything closed off, but also because before that, I was really into extracurriculars. I was, you know, meeting people, going places, and building that network. Because I knew, like, once again, I couldn't get a job from my grades. So I needed to work on other aspects of myself to, you know, make up for it. And it ended up working out. Obviously, when the pandemic hit, I couldn't do the typical, like, extracurriculars that I would usually do. And so I discovered Twitch. I discovered the internets, the interwebs, and started playing games and all of that. So you guys know what happened after that point. But no, yeah, like, I'm really lucky that I'm really lucky that the pandemic for me hit after I experienced all of the things that I could with, like, to get the most out of my post-secondary experience. Because if I had started my university career during the pandemic, holy fuck, I feel so bad for you guys. Those of you who started in the like online or like had to move like your scheduling like that, finishing your last year of high school during the pandemic, I feel so bad for you guys, because like I don't even know what kind of advice I could give in that situation, because I know for a fact for myself, I was so fucking lucky that I already had a solid resume going into the pandemic. So that in the like during the pandemic, everyone was obviously like struggling to get jobs and stuff like that. I was really lucky that I had a strong enough paper to get me through the door to find good jobs. And so obviously now I'm at the place where like I'm not worried about that sort of thing. Now it's more the fact that I questioning whether or not I want this degree. But like, hey, that's a whole nother listen, chat, we're not talking about me right now. Even though we are. I just want the magna cum laude, because funny. I want to skip my graduation so bad and save all the time and money if my parents are forcing me to go. I did an internship and all my jobs stemmed from that one internship. I haven't had to apply for any of my jobs for the last 3 years. Experience matter more than grades. Exactly, and that's the same for me too. Like, I had really good extracurriculars, really good internship experience. That's what's literally carrying me right now. And obviously, because I had that previous really good experience, it's gotten me better opportunities, and with that, opportunities lead to more opportunities, and so it all kind of plays in like that. So obviously I'm not ignoring the fact that grades are important and that like you should do your very best. You should still try your very best, but it's also like why motivation is just not really how I view the world. This is a deep convo to listen during my lunch break. I appreciate you, Abe. I hope you're having a good break. Man, I've just been trying to write a single sentence these past like hour and I haven't been able to. Okay. Just because you hate it doesn't mean you can't do it. Doesn't mean you can't do it. Sort of wet towel. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Penguin Armada. So yeah, and I think that's the thing that I really wanted to push across for Y'all, I think how I'm supposed to feel anymore. So the other thing that I wanted to write down was, rather than how do I motivate, okay, let me write this down. Rather than how do I motivate myself? How do I motivate myself to study? Rather than how do I motivate myself to study, I think how can I put myself in an environment. Well, say that as a tongue twister. In an environment where I can focus. Okay, so this next part, I might actually take out my paint app to like draw this for y'all, because if I were to do it here, this might be a little bit... I have a diagram, chat. That's how you know she's serious right now. Okay, let me grab paint real quick and then I'll change scenes. Okay, let me just pull up source, window capture, add source. Let's see here. Where's paint? Chat, where's paint? Paint. Alrighty, boys. Are you ready for Daya's amazing drawing skills? Okay, let's like do that right now. Chat, who wants to hire me in the future? Only if you hit silver. You guys are so funny. Okay, we're gonna do this with my mouse, so this is definitely gonna be scuffed, but... So, I guess I should start off by categorizing how I view work. So I'm primarily a student, obviously, so I'm gonna use this in terms of like, coming from a student. And so as a student, there are two types of work that I do. First is I call it deep work. Oh god, maybe I should just like write this in text because this is too painful. Deep work. I love the comic sounds. There's deep work, and the second type of work that I do, I call it casual work. Casual work. Oh, I guess I should also describe like what the heck these two things are. Excuse me. Let's see if I can move things around. But basically, deep work is stuff like studying new concepts, learning like more conceptual things that is way over my head. So like a lot of theory work, all of that stuff is considered deep work for me. And then casual work is stuff like homework, where you've kind of already learned the material. It's just a matter of application. So competitive and quick play. So stop. So yeah, this is how I define my two layers of work. Is there a roll cue? Fucking hell, man. So actually, where did I get these diagrams from? Okay, before I move on, I'm gonna reference the three books that really helped me shape this way of thinking. I don't know if I grabbed these concepts, the following concepts that I'm gonna talk about, from these guys, but if you are someone who's also kind of like struggling how to learn, maybe like it doesn't come as naturally for you as it does to your peers, that's totally fine, right? Like everyone learns in their own way. And so for me, to get out of the rut that I was in after my first year, I actually read a lot of productivity books, I guess. A lot of books by authors that basically taught me, or like, I wouldn't say taught me how to learn, but they taught me how to learn. Or at least they reiterated the concepts that they try to teach you throughout like elementary school, high school, even like college. They basically reiterated those concepts that I already knew in a way that really helped my brain understand it. And sometimes that's all you really need, right? It's like you hear these things all your life and you think that this is like ingrained in you. But once it's like described to you in another way, you're like, wait, it all makes sense now. And you have this like epiphany moment. So definitely a deep work by Cal Newport. I think that's how I got this deep work term, how I discovered that term. Let me just turn off this webcam for a second. Let's do, this is really scuffed, chat. Don't mind me. This is nothing new. We're just always scuffed in here. This is fine. Okay. Let's do that real quick. And let's do that as well. Oh shit, now you're covering the way. Okay. So the books, let's rephrase that. Books that helped. Books that helped me get my shit together, basically. There's this one. Another book of his called So Good They Can't Ignore You. Also by Cal Newport. And then the last book that really helped was called The Boron Letters by Gary C. Halbert. So funny enough, okay, I guess talking briefly about it. Actually, I still have my notes. So you guys, I was talking about how like I keep track of everything. Like I journal a lot and I keep track of all of the things that I learn, trying to like freshen up my thoughts, I guess. I actually still have my notes from when I was reading through these books, and I have it in front of me right now. So let me just like find it again and take a look. Well, what if I procrastinate on reading the book? Listen, that's not my problem, okay? I'm just I'm giving you the information. What you do with that information is totally up to you. Oh shit, he also has another book called, guys, I'm not even shitting you. This is quite literally the title of his other book. So, as you can tell, I read a lot of this guy's work. Oh shit, I can't, okay, I'm sorry, I can't fix that. But, quite literally, he has a book called How to Become a Straight A Student. And I actually really liked it. And so let me see. It talks about concepts that obviously you've kind of been taught all your life, like time management, or like you need a calendar, you need to make a to-do list, whatever. But there's a lot more practical things in the book that I found versus other sources. And like as someone who like is struggling and like who does not know how to learn apparently, because I went from being the straight A student and like up until high school to failing. So it was like, okay, you basically start fresh. Like how I approached the summer after I failed that first year was, okay, let's start fresh. Let's unlearn everything that we learned up to this point and start as if we're a fucking child and we don't know anything. And so I went into finding this guy's work, and it actually like genuinely helped me. Like I got a lot of the thing I really liked about his stuff too is that he isn't just like vague about it. He actually gives you steps. Like, how do you actually put it into applicable steps? And as someone who really like who thinks in that way, like I can't just have the vague comment. I need to have the facts. Like, first you do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this. Like that's the type of thing that I need and how I basically learned. Hi Okage, please stop posting copy pastas. I would really appreciate it. But those of you, so that's what basically I think these first two books are about. This first book, How to Become a Straight A Student, I think it was mostly just like habits that a lot of high performing students do. So if you want to learn about habits, that's where I got that information from. Oh wait, where's my cursor? The fuck? Can you see this now? Wait, where's my cursor, chat? Oh my god, I don't exist. Okay, I don't know if you can. Oh, there you go. Now I can see it. Okay, but if you want to learn about habits, I think this first book talks quite a lot, and they're not like big books, by the way. They're not like 1,000 pages or some shit. Like they're relatively short, and I think that's what I really liked about it as well. But that's this book. Deep Work. Let me just continue to like go find the pages that I like have here. Hold up, pause. I need to like refresh my mind as well. I wrote a lot of shit, chat. Like a lot of shit. But you know what? It helped. And I think that's the main point of today's stream, was just like talking about how I, you know, got out of that slump. Okay, fuck. Okay, I don't know where the notes are because I didn't organize my notebook here. But basically, if I recall correctly, Deep Work just talks about how do you focus, and like I believe he touches on the biology of it. Like, how does your mind take this information? Like, if you want, like, I don't know about y'all, but like if there's scientific proof that there's a certain like way to make it all easier for your body, for your mind to comprehend things, that is more of a motivation than me telling myself that I'm gonna do it, you know, but like not really mean it. So this is definitely if you want a show not tell method, I think Deep Work is a really good book that describes that sort of thing. And then lastly, So Good They Can't Ignore You. I think that has to do more with my perspective on like, hold on, I just found the page. Okay, there we go. So Good They Can't Ignore You falls more into about career, the career that you want to go into. So it's related to school in that sense, where it's not just schoolwork. This is more talking about like passions and like pursuing the things that can make you money, the things that can make you happy, and like the things that make you fulfilled. It's really, really interesting as well. I think this one was more focused on me because I was lost as to whether or not I wanted to do the degree after that first year. Because that's what, those are the type of questions that you ask yourself, right? When you fail at something and you're like not doing so hot, you're in hot water, you're in the hot seat because you're on academic probation, obviously you gotta start thinking about whether or not this is the right path for you. And so I think reading this book helped me because it like, I guess, reminded me as to why I was doing what I was doing. Like, it also helped me kind of navigate through my confused thoughts of like, how do I get better? Like I suck, so like what now? Type of deal. And then this last one, actually, it was a marketing book that I picked up. I believe. So I did a lot of like marketing self-studies before, and I think that's how I came across this particular book. But I was really surprised because there's a lot of like more applicable stuff that it talked about, like outside of marketing. Like it was actually like some guy's fucking life story or some shit. But it was applicable to both marketing and just like general like, excuse me. It was applicable to both marketing and personal development, which I found was like really, really cool. So that's another, Boron Letters is another book that I found. So these are like, this is just a snapshot as to the type of things that I kind of looked into. Obviously, one of the reasons why I said that reading these self-development books, these productivity books, were really crucial, was a really important habit that I like discovered for myself, because it definitely helped me get my shit together. For real, for real. And yeah, and Boron Letters, I think, is a more casual take. I think the books by Cal Newport is more like straight to the point, but the Boron Letters is more of like a basically like a bunch of diary entries by this guy who just talks about like the type of people that he meets and like the stories that he learned from those individuals. But here's a thing that I wrote down to like reference from like chapter 4 of the Boron letters. Carry yourself with confidence, not arrogance, on everything you do, and people will respond to it in a good way. So it's like very like, you know, oh god, I feel like I'm such a dumbass. I feel so silly strictly just because like, I don't know, it's just not something that's really talked about, especially not online. And so I'm like, bro, is this even like, do people even understand me right now? Also, can we take a moment and appreciate this? Do you guys want to So this is the notebook that I used to write all of this stuff in, and can you believe it's penguins? But yeah, definitely check those guys' books out. Oh, literally, I just opened to the Deep Work page. Deep Work by Cal Newport. See, chat, I took a lot of notes doing all of this stuff. Like a lot of notes. But yeah, that is all I'm gonna say about that. I wanted to draw a diagram. I just remembered that that's the reason why I pulled up paint. Give me a second. I don't know if I'm able to draw it on paint though. Okay, we're gonna pull it up again because I'm a dumbass and I forgot. Okay. That's just what I wanted to say about these things up here. But if I were to draw a little something something. If I were to draw a little something something, let me just grab the paint tool and this is another visual. For those of you who are visual learners, I am out here just for you guys. Okay, this one's for you. So there's this line, right? If we were to describe this half of the line as, I don't know if this was described in Deep Work. I think it was, but I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't credit my sources. Fuck, like, don't come after me. But this is like, imagine this as your conscious mind, and then this might be like super vague for some people. This may be super vague for some people, but just bear with me for a second. Inconscious, yes. The fact that's sensing is the fact that this is all like in Comic Sans. I can't spell. Conscious. See, this is also why I can never be a productivity content creator, Chad. I'm too fucking... I am way too much of a, like, all over the place human being to be able to be taken seriously. Thank God I'm a VTuber. Okay. So, imagine this part of your mind being the conscious mind, and then this bottom of your mind being the unconscious mind. So, in a distracted environment, so this is so everyone's different, obviously. Some people can study in bustling like cafes, in group situations when you're like sitting with a group of friends and y'all are like chatting and eating. But this is how I really do think about learning. Okay, this is the distracted mind. And then, give me a second, I'm not... Sorry, Daya, shut up. We're just gonna do it the long way, I guess. Dude, I wish my iPad could actually work so that I could just draw this, but we're doing it the hard way, boys. What the fuck? What? Where the? Nani? Bro, it glitched out. It doesn't work anymore. Calm mind. Can you guys see that? Okay, you can kind of see that. I'll try my best not to go too much off the page. Alrighty, so if we take blue, let's choose blue for a second. In a distracted mind, your brain go burr, right, chat? Like, if you guys are like me, if you're distracted, your brain go burr. Oh god, what is that? Let's do like... Brain go burr, 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 burr. But when you have a calm mind, it's like a little bit more like, you know, you have some thoughts here and there, but you're basically like, you're at peace basically with yourself. I like studying in a group of friends, but only when everyone doesn't talk and just quietly works next to each other. The working vibe really helps you stay focused. Yeah. And that's totally different too, right? Like that's kind of why I do the study streams, is because it is like pretty casual. Although I will say I can't do any deep work when I do that sort of thing. So whenever I'm streaming my productivity streams, I typically do more casual work, like homework, like essays. Those things are a little bit more casual for me. But for deep work, bro, I have a whole ass routine for that. I have like a specific, like multiple places on campus that I've discovered for myself that I can like focus in completely. But let me go back to this first. So when you're distracted, imagine this red arrow as like information. Hold up, can we just like get rid of this now and just go away? Oh shoot. If you imagine this as information, if you're like taking in information, why the fuck is this size so scuffed? If you're taking in information, it kind of goes boing. It kind of like deflects, right? Because your mind is all over the place. And like think of it as like water. Like it kind of just bounces. It bounces all over the place. And like there's that odd time where like something goes further deeper into your mind so that you can actually like remember it for the long term. But that's like 0% of the time. Majority of the time, like let's say like 99% of the time when you're distracted, you think you convince yourself that you're like recalling everything, you're like actually learning, but in reality, you're not taking in any of that shit. NEG Bilk, hello, welcome in. But like when you're in a calm mind, when you're actually like super focused, that shit is like easy. You can actually like take in all of that information and fully just like focus, I guess, for the lack of a better term. I know I'm never learning unless I'm physically doing it. I am going back to good night, Kyaku. Thank you for stopping by the stream. My brain is a sponge and I just want to squeeze the hell out of it. So this is really what helped me kind of understand focus a little bit better, because before I kind of had like a vague understanding of focus. But after I like discovered, like, first of all, to differentiate between what you consider deep work, what you call casual work, and this is different for everyone, right? Like for me, because I'm such a slow learner, I need to give myself the appropriate amount of time to like take in information and then also just like play it out in my brain. So for me, deep work is like quite literally like everything aside from homework. But this kind of like diagram really helped me kind of just like understand how I learn a little bit better. And I think that's the thing. If you're struggling to learn, to focus, definitely understand what kind of a learner you are. And then kind of work backwards from that. Like I'm a visual learner, so I like diagrams. I like writing things down on paper. I like doing all of those things. But I know some people, they need someone to talk to them. They need to hear it to be able to fully understand that sort of thing. But for me, like I prefer reading. I prefer all of these things. Some people, you guys know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Sleep well, good night everyone. Love you, Empress. Oh, thank you. Sleep well, Gyaku. Wow, look at Daya drawing grass, imagine. Holy shit. Anyways, I think that's all I really had to say with that little thing. Break it and put it back together, even less broken with less screws. Welcome back, Frozen. Hello. But yeah, I hope